Okay, this is going to be a quick down and dirty review of the Slakerbe, what is this, 10.3 inch Android radio for GM vehicles. So this is the screen, the main screen that loads up. I'm not going to show Android Auto. Sorry for the disjointed video. Android Auto did pop up and it stopped my recording. So if you're using Android Auto or CarPlay, it's probably fine. If you're not real picky about audio and setting your EQ, it's fine. I've had trouble with Android Auto. I use Spotify and it'll play along just fine sometimes, and then other times it kind of like glitches and pauses, and it's like it's buffering, which I never had that problem before. I had an Xtrons for like 7 years. I was saying, so I don't really care to use Android Auto. I prefer to use a hotspot and use the native apps on the unit. When I first got it, it came with Waze. I had to reset it because it was freezing up and acting weird. It started acting fine again, but then I lost Waze, and when I go to the Android store, the Play Store, it won't let me download Waze now. So I don't know if I mentioned a moment ago, it doesn't seem to like my hotspot from my phone. I don't know why. It'll work off Wi-Fi from my house just fine. And the backup camera was weird. It works now. It's super bright though. I put brighter LED lights on my reverse lights because the parking lot that I work in is dark at night and it's crowded. So that doesn't work well with this. I haven't messed around to really try to find out how to set the brightness on reverse mode. When I first got it, there was a real weird deal with reverse. It looked like if you're a mosquito or a spider, it would work great for you, but I'm not. So you have to go to car setting and factory setting, and then you do 8 4 times, and then you have this whole set of menus that if you're a programmer, this is going to be easier for you. Programming is not my strong suit, but so I was able to find where was it at? I think protocol, maybe camera, reversing camera. Sorry, it's been a couple weeks. Somewhere in here, I think it was bit resolution. Yeah, so you have to set this to NTSC. So if you get one of these and it looks like you're a spider or a mosquito reversing, go in here to the resolution setting, set it to NTSC. That should fix your issue. The other issue I had, I don't use my factory amp anymore. I have a 5-channel amp that I put in, so I had to turn this car amplifier on, otherwise I didn't get any sound at all. And on that note, if you are like me and you have a 5-channel amp, this does not have any rear output RCAs, so you will have to use a line out converter of some type. You can use one on the amp, run speaker wires to it. I didn't mess with that. I could tell pretty quickly that I wasn't gonna like this head unit. My main complaint, I think, overall is the EQ. If you're not picky with sound, it'll be fine. I'm pretty picky. I like to change it from song to song, and it's really difficult. There's, 16 bands here. They're all really close together. It'd be nice if you could just tap on one and, use the volume knob or this knob to adjust. That's another thing I don't like. To go to the next song, you have to roll this, and it's a very small space from the detent. So sometimes you skip more than one song. The EQ, it's just not, sometimes you're adjusting one, and if you're bouncing around driving, you'll hop over to the next band. I don't like that. I want to be able to do one pretty precisely, and but I will say the EQ, you can really tell the difference. My Extron, sometimes you really couldn't tell a big difference when you're, you know, making a big adjustment. So the EQ does work pretty well on this. I get more noise from my amp through my speakers than I did with my Extron, so I don't know what that's about. I don't like, I have a Toto in another car. It's great, a Toto S8. It has front and rear individual equalizers. It has crossovers built in. This has no crossovers. It doesn't have an individual control for sub, which my Extrons did, and that's really nice to have because that's something I adjust pretty frequently. So the only way to really adjust my sub is just to boost or cut my lower bands here, which is not, like I said, it's not easy to do when you're bouncing around on the road. So I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about this unit, you can leave a comment and I'll answer it the best I can. So I just thought I would put this up because there wasn't a whole lot of information on these when I ordered it. So thanks for watching.